Morning guys, today it's the 1st of September and I did the haul from Ecuagenera Europe in June, 23rd of June to be exact. And at that point we had a heat wave, a really severe heat wave here in Sweden, in Scandinavia. It didn't seem to go away and everything was suffering. The lawns, the trees, stuff on my balcony was all suffering due to drought and low humidity. Well, everybody was suffering, so yeah, we were longing for a bit of rain, yeah, and so we got. Yesterday, a basement at work was flooding. They had some kind of a leak to a pipe, a couple of pipes. They were flooding over. They couldn't carry the weight of the heavy amount of water accumulating into the pipes, so they simply cracked. And same happened to the huge grocery store, supermarket, located next to my work. Yeah. So we got a fair share of rain, that's for sure. Yeah, overwatered, going over. Yes. But now today, a little bit of sun. That's quite rare. So we should be happy for what we're getting, the little things we get. So I still have the Maxillaria ternifolia on the balcony and hope for some good sun, at least on a few more occasions from now on, until yeah, high time to bring her inside again due to the cool temperatures during nighttime. And we have the Cymbidium. Yay! My pink Cymbidium is still there. Couple of dendrobiums and Coleogenes, and yeah, I even put a couple of paths here lately. So now we know what we're dealing with. Extreme drought when the orchids from Ecuagenera Europe arrived, followed up by 2-month rain. So let's go into the kitchen and see. And I'm going to make updates on the frags directly after you've seen the repotting on each and every one of them. So there's going to be updates included in sequences in this video. So come along. Restrepia, Antennifera variation Lynniana. The one which has got the largest flowers, Restrepia wise. I've read, and a guy lecturing at our Orchid Society meeting, he showed pictures of the Antennifera, so I got curious and I found it. Already dropped a leaf. Since I couldn't repot them, maybe I could have addressed this one earlier, but I simply haven't had the time either, and I have other stuff that was more urgent, so to speak, to deal with now with this drought period and severe heat, yes, going on. But maybe put her outside. But I have a thought. It's kind of a large spot for her. But you see, somebody put a layer onto it, simply to keep them moist. That smells bad, but do we want to dig into this lot when it's not in growing stage? I simply don't want to. I would like to keep the orchid being kept far too dry and too hot. So I wouldn't want to put him through more ugliness. I simply am gonna almost do the same. Pre-wet a bit of spag. And a bit of perlite. And that would be it for now. I will need to shift pots anyway to a smaller one, but I don't have a smaller one. They're sold out as well. The garden centers. I'm not sure why really, but yeah, they are. Everything's suffering. Yeah. Let's put her down, shall we? So if when I'm watering from underneath, from the bottom, when I pour water to the trays, the spag will suck up the moist. Too bad. Such a good orchid, such a rarity, I think. But anyway, for now, let's hope she'll recover. Recovering new orchids is not a good thing. It's not what we're after, are we? So what do you know? 1st of September. Here she is. She's been moved around a bit during the last 2 months, 2.5. On this space only. Underneath, she's been there, she's been everywhere. Let's take a short look at her. Obviously she needs a lot of moisture. Still sitting in this large clay pot, and she's gonna stay in this one. Couple of new growth. 1, 2. Might as well just sit down on the floor. 1, 2, and 3. Nothing new coming behind here. Probably next year there's going to be a couple. So she's expanding instead of declining. So she doesn't really like drought and dry weather. She likes a little bit cooler, around 20. I think that's the temperature she will thrive the most in. So, totally fine. And as far as the frags are concerned, you see me repot the other ones up there in the window, on the windowsill, doing swell. Just gonna look at the roots. I'm not gonna repeat the same procedure. Such a short time since I showed you the video, and it was kind of thorough, so we don't have to go through the same speech, monologue, one more time. So I can link to that video if you'd like to see the repotting and how and such. Look at this one's roots. There's a very good root system on the Frag, Peruflora, Cerilla, Orca. Pinkish reddish flowers. New growth showing since I got it, so it doesn't hate it in here. Wasn't there when I first got it 1 week ago. Almost, a little bit more even, yeah. As I said, I've been waiting for the bark to arrive. It took ages for it to arrive. So, into a clay pot, into a small grade bark mixture, perlite, and in this case, a little bit of spag moss into it. I just cannot help it. It arrived this way. I didn't know that it was containing spag as well, so I have to live with that one, I'm afraid. But the evaporation properties will be a little better with some spag evenly distributed into the pot. So the moisture will be more evenly distributed up, as far up as to the surface. So in some cases a little bit better. Some people use a little teeny bit of spag moss, conservatively cut spag moss into the mixture for the frags, for the evaporation properties. So, but in that case, you shall be needing to repot them each year. Spag only lasts for not more than 1 year. If you're as for frags, you really will need to water them constantly. So the spag moss will break down kind of fast for you. So and make the whole medium in the pot acidic. The whole root system will decline very, very fast, and you will see some blackening leaf tips, especially to its newest growth, already at this height. So yeah. Out on the balcony I go again. So let us find the Peruflorum Cerula alca. Where is she? Ah, she's here. She's... Whoa. Let's bring her inside, shall we? I haven't showered them. I haven't done anything with them, or to them, or against them, no. For quite some time. I just let nature do its thing and take its course. Which means water accumulation down there. Doesn't matter. It happens in nature. This certainly happens in nature as well. Fungus spots to the stakes. What do you say about her? More than that she's still alive. She needs to be showered. I bet this was her newest growth. Still there. Could use a bit of good light. Her foliage should be a little bit more lighter, I think. And here's another one. Another new growth on its way. I don't know if this little new one was there before. I don't remember. But I think it was this growth we were concentrating on. It's been a while. Yeah. But she's still there, and she's still alive. Doing her thing. I think she's not a worse plant now than when I first got her. Out there in the cold. Rainy, cold weather. With just a hint of sun every now and then. But yeah. Soon she will be inside again. And getting some decent light source again. Additional one. And here's another one. I was doing stuff already. The good root system here in growing stage. You can see. Down here, green root tips. That's nice. I want his name. It's Samuel Crothers. Also a Kovacii hybrid. Putting out 2 new ones since I got it. So it doesn't hate it. Doesn't think it's too hot, obviously. Even though it's considered to keep them kind of cool in some cases. Yeah, nice root system. So now we know it's stage of growth. Insert for Samuel Crothers. Yay. Hello. Looks like the devil's hound. No, sorry. Oh, yeah. I love you, little guy. No, look. Samuel Crothers. Looking like this. I think he looks swell. Yeah. What do I have? Didn't we spot 2 new growth? Or didn't we? This one just did not make it, I think, to maturity. This one is certainly on its way, but it's taken it quite long, I believe. I think it looks wider. Not so compact anymore. It's kind of widely spread leaf span. It's wider. Or am I just imagining things? I'm not sure. I might see. Looks nice, I think. But it's been through a change, I think. A severe change. I barely recognize my plants. Strange. Well, never mind. He's alive and kicking and getting wider. Yeah, where are the flowers? Please, hurry up. So, this one we don't know anything about. The Phragmipedium rosenglans plants. Since it arrived in a non-transparent pot. Maybe. It's not so great, but it is. Yay! Carries a really good root system as well. Look. So it wasn't anything hiding. anything worth hiding in here. Well, perhaps 1 or 2 roots. We shall see. Into the middle. This one is the flimsiest one of them all, and you can see the little yellowish leaf here. I don't really fancy it. And it's kind of flimsy and spreading, so I would like to arrange the fans a little bit better, more nicely. But other than that, yeah, it's alright. I think this root system is the worst, so... there's a clump here of dead roots in here, so that's why. So I need to be really careful with the... yeah, you can see I already broke one little tip, so they are fragile, but I'm sure they will branch in more places when well into a decent medium, so, and fresh one. So, shall be great. This is really needed. So, and into clay pots with a little bit more muschelkalk, and for regular path repottings, small grade bark. It shall keep the moisture better. Needs the moisture. My dog's scratching himself. Not liking the situation, really. We cannot go outside. It's too hot outside. Still, 7 o'clock in the evening. Doesn't matter. It's still hot. Hits you like a wall. A hot wall. As soon as you open the front door. So, better keep him inside. It's better. Until late. So, well, decent root system, but not the best of them. And now I can see that there are really, I think these are 2 plants in here. So, yeah. But I wouldn't want to split them up, so they will stay in the same pot. Yeah, that was that orchid. Not much to it. Just clean it up a bit. September, September. Vesna. Rosenglans. Yes. This one shall be interesting enough. Don't you think so? No. Probably not. He's bored. So, what do you know? No free passengers. Steady root system down there. Should cover it better. Several free passengers. Making a new home. Yeah, little new growth coming. Yeah, the same growth. A lot of passengers. Need to get rid of those, yeah. Feasting on its nutrients available. But other than that, just cover it up. A bit, must see, yellowing leaf there. But other than that, I think this orchid looks a lot better than it did when it arrived. With this yellow, ugly leaf down there, now gone. Removed by its own machine. So, but as I said, I knew, I had a feeling, shall we say, that this one should be the most finicky one. Considering it's being a little bit cooler grower. A little bit more on the cooler side, so on the spectrum. So it's doing greater outside than it shall ever be inside, so I better keep it outside as long as I can throughout the beginning of autumn. Yes? There's an orchid which is finally taken off. There's the Cordatum species. A bit, I don't know, they are considered warmer growers, but some consider this one to be a warmer grower, and some consider it to be a little bit cooler grower, so I'm not sure. It's been used for hybridizing in many cases due to its very, very, very significantly long petals. Yes. This orchid you buy only because of its long petals. I don't like this leaf all of a sudden. So maybe the energy goes to something else. You can see I kept it in my living room for almost 1 year. In September it will be 1 year since I got it. I haven't repotted it yet. Now I learned and read a little bit more about it. Its newest growth will stall if grown a little bit too hot. So the advice I received was to put it into a little bit more cooler place. And so I did. And finally, after almost 1 year, it's starting to grow them. I got 3 of them, as a matter of fact. So the plant itself, sitting in, it's like this variety also likes to be not keeping its feet wet, so to speak. You want to be hydrated, but not as severely as the other ones. And as always, its root system isn't the very best. Well, I did repot it, yeah, I remember. I really did repot it. I can see no other person, no nurseries ever with these kinds of pieces, chunky pieces of charcoal in the potting mixture. I've never seen that. Well, it's been repotted. But it's about time for it now as well. Its roots here are dead. I think they've been drying out too much. Just saw I had it in bark. And, yeah, hope it will produce a good root system. I think it's been drying out too much. They're all dead. Almost. Well, I hope these guys will grow. It's taken the energy out of the orchid, as you can see. There's 2 pieces in here as well, so. New fresh medium into a clay pot this time. And a little bit more chunky bark mixed up with the small grade bark for it. And I think we're good to go with this orchid as well. These guys are really taking off now, so there will be some new roots to hydrate the plant. So, yeah. In the meantime, I will need to spray it, keep it hydrated from the outside. So in order not to make the leaves look far too bad. Well, the last orchid, Crothers, the species. I haven't even looked at it since I brought it outside. In my mind, this one was doomed. I'm sorry to say, but I wasn't as positive as I might have sounded. But now I am. This somewhat warmer grower obviously enjoyed being outside in the cold. But I can't say that I think that its newest growth are progressing. What on earth is going on with this orchid? But somehow it's hydrated again. With all these severe rainfall, yeah, it would be strange if it wasn't, but at least hydrated from the outside, but funny, but still not. But I do think that this one is wider as well. Me and Frags, yeah? But I love him. I really do love him. It's alive. Yeah, it's more than we can say after having looked at its roots. So, yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy. So, back to June again. So, that's the project for today. And as I said, I'm going to link to the video when I'm doing a total repot on a couple of frags. so you don't have to see and watch the whole procedure one more time. So yeah, I need to vary the content a bit. I think will be popular and appreciated. And what's also appreciated is you follow my channel and subscribing or leaving a comment, just being here. So thanks a lot for that, and you take care. Talk to you soon. Bye bye, guys.